Hey guys, what's up? The Cool Mike here and welcome back with another episode of Critical Role Episode Review. With that being said, let's go on with the episode. By the way, if you guys want to watch the episode, I'll be leaving the episode link in the description down below, so go check it out. So let's go with the episode. This is episode 35 and there are two parts on this, but I'm gonna make this one part. So I'm just gonna combine those two parts in one episode review. This episode is called Denouncement, or no, Denouement. Is that how you pronounce it? Denouement. I don't know. But I forgot to mention what episode 34 is. The title of episode 34 was Race to the Ziggurat. I forgot to mention that. So episode 35 is called Denouement. So in the last episode they battled. They managed to kill the Briarwoods. Well, almost killing the Briarwoods, because it turns out that Lady Briarwood was unconscious thanks to Percy, and of course Lord Briarwood was killed by Killet's sunbeam. After that fight in the Ziggurat, they continued back to the tunnels under Whitestone, and one of my favorite episodes is when Scanlan decides to steal a gun from Percy. Because Scanlan appears to likes to have a gun for some reason, or a pistol, because Percy is good at using pistols. And when Percy said no, when Scanlan was asking for a gun to borrow Percy's gun, and Percy said no, Scanlan said that he's just gonna steal some ammunition from Percy, and he says that that's what you think. My pickpockets is faster than you can imagine, which was really funny. And obviously I love Scanlan's character for being that type of, you know, goofy type of character in the entire group of Vox Machina. So of course they asked Cassandra some questions about the Briarwoods, why she's related to them, what she's up to, and why she's very useful to the Briarwoods. And after some questions, Percy starts to aim his pistol to Lady Briarwood, and weirdly he starts talking to himself as if he's talking to someone or something around him. That scares the rest of the group. Of course, Bax and Killet ask what's going on with Percy and who is he talking to. And of course, Percy revealed that he was having this dream he was having a dream, and he was talking to something to take revenge to the death of his family, and especially to his parents. And it turns out that he made a deal with a demon on his dreams. When he was sleeping one night, he had this dream and envision of having revenge against the one responsible, which is the Briarwoods, against because of the death of his parents. And of course he wanted vengeance, and he was talking to this demon in his dream that this demon will provide him or give him the chance or opportunity to have vengeance. So while this was going on, Scanlan decides to steal a piece of ammunition from Percy's, or tries to steal a gun from Percy's tries to steal a gun from Percy's items and stuff. While he was stealing, he failed a sleight of hand check. I think he got a 5, and then that broke the pistol. And then obviously Percy noticed that he broke the pistol, so Percy wasn't very pleased with that. So obviously Percy tells the group and reveals to them that he made a deal with a demon about vengeance against the Briarwoods, because they're the ones responsible for killing his parents. After that, the smoke suddenly comes out of Percy, forming some sort of giant black demon, and they have to kill that demon. Luckily, Grog and Trinket manages to have the final blow in killing this demon. And after that, Cassandra kills Lady Briarwood with a rapier and decides to throw her body to the acid pits because she has a bad feeling that Lady Briarwood may resurrect back from the grave because she's a vampire apparently. And one way to kill them is by burning their body. And what better way to do that than throw it to the acid pits underneath Whitestone. So that's what she did. And of course, one of my another favorite thing that I like about this episode is when Scanlan decides to persuade Percy to throw his pistol. Obviously, Percy doesn't want to do that because that pistol has 2 enchantments on it, as far as I can remember, and that gun is powerful. But it turns out that that's the reason why Percy is having this dark energy, or that's the reason why the demon has a grasp on Percy. It's because when he was having this dream, the next day he was building this pistol, and he was so busy building this pistol that he was planning to have vengeance using that pistol to kill everyone responsible for the death of his parents. So in that pistol, that's where the names of the people that he wants to kill, including the Briarwoods and Anna Ripley. So Scanlan wants Percy to throw that pistol in the acid pits, hoping that it would save him. But obviously Percy did not agree on this. So Scanlan had a crazy idea to cast Friends. And manages to persuade Percy, getting a natural 20 on persuasion, to make Percy give Scanlan the gun or the pistol with the one with the names. And then obviously Scanlan throws the gun or just drops it in the acid pits. And as the gun was melting, Percy decides to grab the pistol to save it because he doesn't want it to be destroyed. And luckily, Killet decides to cast Hold Person on Percy, as well as Vexala tries to grab Percy to prevent him from grabbing the pistol. And as the pistol melts, that resulted to having what you call corruption point being removed to Percy, removing every bit, at least hopefully every bit of darkness inside Percy's body, and the connection of that dark demon out of Percy's body. Obviously, everyone was happy except for Percy, whose pistol is now melted. That powerful pistol with 2 enchantments is now melted, and obviously he's not very happy about that. So this is there's a fan art of that, of Percy scolding Scanlan for throwing his pistol. So the picture will come out now. That's the picture. So that's one of my favorite fan arts of that episode. So yeah, after that they decide to go outside of the underground underneath Whitestone, the underground tunnel underneath Whitestone, and there they saw Keeper Yenin along with 70 to 100 rebels or armed civilians who I think won the war between the undead and the people of Whitestone. And of course, Keeper Yenin found out about the Black Orb as well as the victory against the Briarwoods. And they decide to celebrate with Vox Machina for their freedom and independence against the Briarwoods. They also captured 2 prisoners, which I believe, where is it? So they captured 2 prisoners, and that works with the Briarwoods, and the 2 prisoners are Duke Goran Bedmire and Countess Jasna Grebin. So that's the prisoners are a female half-orc and a Goliath. So obviously Baxeldan tries to persuade them to help rebuild the city of Whitestone after destroying it. He managed to get a persuasion of 13. He manages to persuade the Duke, but the Countess Jasna Grebin doesn't want to help rebuild the city. She prefers to die than help rebuild the city. So of course Grog had the pleasure of killing her by beheading her. And yeah, after that, another part that I like about this episode is, as you all know, on episode 5, Grog trips Vax. And that's on episode 5. I'm pretty sure that's happened on episode 5. And at the same time, Vax had revenge by shaving half of Grog's beard. I think that happened around episode 20. Something around that episode. Something around episode 21 or 22 when Grog when Vax shaves half of Grog's beard. And now Grog wants revenge for that because he wasn't pleased. So what he did was he tried to pull Vax's pants off. While Vax was approaching Kill It, talking to the Sun Tree, the giant tree in the middle of the city, Grog decides to remove Vax's pants. Luckily, Vax manages to figure that out and jump out of the way, so Grog failed, apparently. So yeah, that's one of my favorite. That's another part of that I like about the episode. So I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe now and be part of my awesome clan. And as always, I will see you guys next time with another brand new episode. This is the Cool Mike signing off. Goodbye.